Okay, today I have a short lesson for you on race writing. And race writing is what we do to answer comprehension questions when responding to a text. So in our home learning booklets, these questions are found in the respond to text section. So I wanted to do an example for you before you started those. So here we go. This question comes to you from the book that we've been reading, Junie B. Jones' One Man Band. So if you haven't seen the YouTube videos, you can go ahead and get some reference by going back and watching those. I've posted them on Class Dojo. But the question asks, why was Junie B's toenail black? So the first part of answering a comprehension question is to restate, which means to state again. That prefix we know means means again. So we do that by first taking out the question words, and here the question word is why. Other question words that you don't want are who, what, when, where, how, anything that's asking, and usually at the beginning of the sentence. So why? We're also going to move this word was to make it into a statement. Junie B's toenail was black. So when we restate, it looks like this. Now we're going to add the word because at the end, because that's going to help lead to our A for answer. But the reason that we restate is this helps us to make sure that we stay on track and actually answer the question that's being asked. After because, now we get to A for answer, and this is the part where we actually answer the question. Junie B's toenail was black because she bruised it. And if you've been following along on our YouTube videos, then you knew that. All right, next, C is for cite evidence, and in first grade we call that finding the proof. We're going to actually go back into the story and find the answer. We play a fun game called It Says on Page, where when I ask a question like this, students will race through their books to try to find the answer, and the first one to find their answer gets to start by saying, "It says on page," and that's exactly how we're going to start our cite evidence. It says on page, and I found the answer here on page 23. On page 23 it says, Junie B is screaming, "My whole entire toenail was black," and of course Mom says, "Oh my, the doctor said this might happen. Your toenail has a bad bruise on it." So now I've not only answered the question, but I went back and I found that answer in the story so that I could prove it. And I gave the proof by saying, "It says on page 23. Last is to explain, which is basically just to give extra information. So now we know Junie B bruised her toenail, and that's why it's black, but how did she bruise her toenail? And in this case, I would actually accept two different answers, because first she hurts it practicing for the kickball tournament, but then she also accidentally drops her dictionary on it, which further injures it. So either one is okay, but I'm going to go ahead and reference the first time that she hurt her toe. So Junie B's toenail was black because she bruised it. It says on page 23. She bruised it when she kicked her mother's, watering can while practicing for the kickball tournament. But basically, we're going to start with that restating, taking out the question words and turning it into a statement. So instead of why was Junie B's toenail black, we now have Junie B's toenail was black because. Then we go ahead and answer it with it was bruised. We cite the evidence by saying it says on page and the page number we found the answer. And then we go ahead and explain that answer with extra details that we remember from the story, maybe even finding them right on the page. So this week you have 3 stories to read in your home learning booklets, and then they have this same race writing where you're going to need to take out the question words. Answer that question after you restate, and then prove your answer with an extra explanation. So good luck, boys and girls. I hope that this video made it a little bit clearer for families too who might not be familiar with this type of writing. If you have any extra questions, feel free to email me or visit me during my office hours. All right, you guys have a wonderful week. Bye.